Welcome friends, thanks for joining to my channel. Today I would like to talk about the budgeting. I know I talk about some how to save money and some tips and some ideas in general and some financial freedom day. If you haven't watched this video, go and check it out on my descriptions. I will link it down there. But today I would like to focus on about very basic but very effective budgeting system that I have used over 3 years that has been super helpful for me, and I hope that because I tried different methods to see what works and what is not, but this is the best one. So I hope you can enjoy it. If you are the one who are having difficulty in how to create a budget, easy but not intimidating, not overwhelming, then this is the video for you. Or if you are doing the budgeting different method but it just a lot of works for you, then I'm trying to help you out, see what is the best serving your time and for you and for your family. So here we go. So I have this little pen, which is a marker, and I have this little board that, so it's easier to erase it. So I don't do my budgeting on this all the time. I just showing it just to explain to you and teach you. So I do my budgeting on the Excel sheet. I do it on the Google, so that way it's easy to update wherever I go on my cell phone. You know, on my free time I can look at it. So right now I'm just gonna show you how easy it is. So imagine this is either in Excel sheet, this is your either in whiteboard, or it could be either in the white piece of paper. Okay, anything you can think of, or blackboard, you know, whatever. So how simple this is. Hey guy, if you haven't known me before, I struggle about budgeting and finance a few years back then. Because I wasn't super aware of and mindful about how important the money is, you know, and I always been very busy working all the time, and either full-time job and multiple part-time jobs when I was in school, and then so since I have a lot of different incomes coming in, the money was going out really fast, because you know the excuses were, oh, I'm so tired, you know, okay, let's stop by at the Ross, let's stop by at the Nordstrom Rack, okay, you know, let's go out and eat, you know, with the friends or families, anything, you know. Those monies are just going out and out and out, and you know the tricky part is like they don't come back, right? They don't just go out there and like, hey, I'll come back in 10 seconds later. They don't do that. So I learned that my mistakes, but it's not the it's just human mistake, right? I think you know what I'm talking about, you know. But first year after that, you know, that the one time it hit me, it was like huge time that what happened to me, like before I have a baby, you know, I have a toddler right now, that one time I was like go to this restaurant to pick up the to go food, you know, and then I know that there was money coming in, but I know that the money going out, but I wasn't aware I didn't track it very well. I didn't do a good job at the time, you know, a lot younger, you know, but you know, now older and wiser, you know. So I think on that day I was sitting in my car, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go to order this food, you know, but I realized that I didn't have enough money in my bank account. It's very embarrassing. I cry. I don't want to cry in front of you right now, but I did cry, and I, you know, bite my tongue, and I realized that is the day that I need to fix it. I did have the couple investment out there though at the time, but I still have those investments, but in a different way. I will tell you more about investing, how important it is, but just remember, before I go dive into this budgeting, I want to explain to you that how important budgeting it is, that even though you're making maybe $200,000 a year, even though you're making, I don't know, 250, you know, whatever, but if you don't control your money, they will just go and you wouldn't even know what happened, you know. So here you go. So let's talk it just take a break and have a mutual understanding of how we're gonna make this work together for you. So here you go. So you see this blank paper, right? So what you're gonna do, the first thing you want to do is that you want to write it down, your income. Well, you know what? I hope you can just see what I'm writing down. So you see the income, and then after that, you want to. It could be your one source income. It could be two sources. It could be three sources. Your spouse, your significant others, whoever you sharing the income with. And then after that, here's the tricky part, nobody tell you about it. So I'll tell you something. Listen carefully, it's very important. It is you, people track money differently, but this is how I track. It works every single time. You have a fixed expense, right? And you also have a what? Excuse me. Let's see. I can do better next time. Let's see. Okay, this is a lie, right? So another one is a variable expense. Okay, so this is like a heading, right? And then we're gonna have a little title under that. There was a subheading there, and then you're gonna have a fixed saving, right? And after that, you're gonna have a not fixed. I always like to write fixed. Everything is fixed, right? So variable, saving. That's it. So this is the main thing you have to focus on. So the incomes is coming, right? Coming. Never stop. That's good things. And then the fixed expense. What are they? Your mortgage, right? So it could be your mortgage. I just gonna make a short form. Mortgage, and what else? It could be I'll tell you more about other variable expenses. They're a very tricky area that you can do a lot of great things. You have mortgage, and it could be your utility. I don't put utilities under the variable expenses because utility can be fixed expense. Utility can be variable expenses, so I put the utility. Okay, and then and what else you have? Like could be your insurance, right? If you're paying premium, that's cool. But if you're paying monthly, then this is your expenses. Those are fixed expenses, or those things. And the utilities, variable expenses, or your cell phone, right? And I'll tell you about something about cell phone tricks. So right now, everything's happening out there. You can definitely take make it great things about you for your family. So a few days last weekend or something, I made a phone call to my cell phone company, trying to say why this is what's happening with this cell phone. Is there any way can you reduce it? Blah blah blah. And so they told us that they can make it into an unlimited plan, and we got the saving after talking for about 20 minutes, to them, and then they give us a $100 reduce for next 3 months because they have promotions going on, and some of them are for just only 3 months, and some of them are for like at the end of until 2021 or something. So based on who your company is, if you don't find it out, they will never come and give you free money, So just look at your numbers and go and call them out. So that way I save like $300 for next 3 months, $100 each. So it's like next 3 months. So which is extra money, right? I can use it for whatever I need. So cell phone, it could be like variable expenses. And what else you have? Like, it could be grocery, right? Huge thing, right? Grocery. So those are your fixed and the variable. And I'm just giving you some example, like you can just chop it down. Just remember when you do that though, do the not just only 1 month. It doesn't give you any big picture of it. Just do quarter, or I even suggest that just do 6 months, so you actually can see where the flow of the money is. You actually know how to twist it and how to make it work. So With that said, and fixed savings is all about it could be your emergency saving. It could be I write it down, emergency saving. It could be for the just saving for vacations. It could be saving for holiday. Anything that you want to say, anything short terms, right? Anything, I'm talking about anything short term. Emergency is, yes, it could be like a long term, but the thing is, emergency, you don't know when is it gonna happen, right? So you want to have like it could be 3 years emergency saving plan, it could be 5-year emergency saving plan, but it's the short terms. But this here is variable saving. It's about long terms, because sometimes when you are tied in fixed saving, you cannot even go to variable saving. What the variable saving is, I'm talking about, it could be 401k, it could be your SEP IRA, it could be your solo 401k, it could be depends on what type of work type you are in. It could be your just Roth IRA, it could be your traditional IRA, right? It could be anything. It could be your brokerage account, it could be your taxable account, it could be individual account, anything. This fixed saving, it could be high yield saving account in the online banking. So don't stop there though. People stop here and just forget about it. And the trick is, let's think about it. Let's say you have all the little lists. Where your eyes go to? Everywhere, right? Your eyes just go to everywhere, and you just, at the end of the day, people say zero balance, right? Great. Awesome. But do you actually analyze it though? See, all right, so I have a 1,000, 10,000 this month. Okay, so where does the money go? So I spend here maybe 5,000. All right, so variable expenses, I have a 2,000 here. And savings is, I have what else? Maybe 2,000. So, and here I have 10. No, 1,000, right? So I have to count it and make sure it's correct. I am a Burmese Chinese, so sometimes I count in other languages, so please bear with me. English is my self-taught language, so here you go. I taught English myself when I was a teenager, so it's been a decade, right? So what I'm saying is, when you look at those numbers, you have to make sure that each little line, let's say, all right, so you got the picture. So imagine this little box here, okay? All right, so this is your little monthly sheet. So here's your income total. And then after that, this little fixed expenses, and they all just disappear. But you make sure you write it down total here, okay? And then variable expenses, write it down total here. And then after that, fixed saving, you just write it down total over here. And then variable savings, it'll go and then you're gonna write it down total again. The trick is, you must be very pay attention to these totals. I know we also want to work zero, but that's what people do, right? But here's the thing, when you do that total, don't stop there. Go one more step. What do you do when you walk out? They all say get lower, right? Or get one more step. Or they all say get farther, right? This is what we're doing, get farther. So when you do that, put another column over here. Either you're doing it in the Excel sheet, or it's so fast, right? I don't do Excel sheet today because Excel sheet can be a little bit boring to some people. They're like, oh no, I don't like Excel sheet, I don't want to do it. But here's the thing, is the beauty of Excel sheet is it just gives you a snapshot of everything you want to know. So, but I like paper and pen too. This is my pen and paper. So when you do that, let's say this is 10,000. So here's 5,000. It could be like 50%. So your variable expense is already 50%, and fixed expense is already 50%, and variable expense 20%, fixed savings 20%, and the variable saving is 10%. So do you see how it works? So that makes you think about it. All right, let me stop. Think about, well, can I reduce this and put it to here? Can I do that? Right? I bet you can. If you really know when you look at all this number, you can do that. Believe me, I did it. And now, you know, I do my spending over here is about, this is about 30% here. And then lower, a little bit lower here, and then a little bit higher here, and way higher here. This is where you want to go. You want to go variable savings into top, because fixed saving is just temporary. They just stay in the bank, and they have to go somewhere at some time. They have a time limited. They are like clicking bonds. They have to go. It could be you're saving for your son, or for your daughter, or for your nephew, for your niece, or it could be for your grandson, granddaughters, you know. But that saving will be going what? When the school year open again, or when the you're doing for the pool, you know, pool party, or you know, not pool party, like, you know, for summertime coming, then that money gonna go. It could be $200 saving, but that is due in 5 months or 2 months. It will go there. So that is good, but keep it there. You don't have to increase it unless you have more goals. Then okay, you go ahead and increase it. But if you do not have more goals, if you are single, if you have a smaller family like us, or if you have a, you know, you just only married, or you just get out from the school recently, or you already retired even, you don't have to increase multiple like short-term goals. As long as you're happy with what you have, just increase the variable savings. That is the main goal. That is the goal. This is where the goal is sitting here. The people ignoring it. People don't want to admit it. So I'm just bringing it up to you and point it out. Hey, this is where we can go, and that is what we're gonna do. So I'd like to hear all about from you, and what do you think, and why you think about what I'm thinking about, and explain to me. And I would like to hear your thoughts, and chat with me, and give me questions that I'll be very happy to explain to you further details about it, how I work very detailed step. Because also put this variable expenses, make sure you put this, some months are different than another month. So you might have a birthday in this month, next month you don't have it, or Christmas is coming, or Thanksgiving, how you want to spend, or you want to go and see family reunion, or whatever that is. You have to include them in the variable expenses in those specific months. And you can use that money from this fixed saving that you've been saving, holiday saving, it could be the Christmas saving, you know. So I also created a lot of multiple accounts. I'm not suggesting you have to, but there's a benefit into it. I will explain to you in next videos, and which is very beneficial for whoever. It gives you a lot of thoughts instead of, I like the stuffed envelope, you know, ideas, but it doesn't work with me because I don't like too many things around my house or wherever. And so I like to keep it very simple but tight and finish it in the, you know, fingertips. So I hope this is helpful for you, and just write it down. Just pretty much like, you know, just pretty much write it down what your income is, and then just write it down your fixed expenses and variable expenses, and fixed savings and variable savings. And then after that, you will actually know like why the money is going and where, and then that will give you a clue, you know. And some of the areas that you can cut it and trim it, and you will be surprised. I make a video about, I found $11,000 on the year, things that I don't do. So, but to be honest, I found more money than $11,000. I'll show you. I'll make another video for you guys. So I really hope that you are glad to watch my video, and I hope you found something great for you, for your family, and for your friends, and for yourself, most importantly. Because think about, like, if you can save $11,000, that go to trash can, or that go to somebody big giant corporation, you know, I will feel sad for you. So please, like, try to save everything that you can for your retirement and for your future that you dream of. And because my dream is, I always want to help my mom and I have younger brothers and my sister. So one day I hope that I can go to that goal, and because I need to make sure I take care of my family here first, and then I will be able to take care of my mom, you know. So I hope that there's something that you have, whatever you want to achieve in your life, I hope you get there and go get it, tiger. And I'll see you in my next video. I do my video on the weekend, and if you're tuning on the weekday, and have a great time, and either a great weekend or a great day, great weekdays. And I'll see you on my next video. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. God bless.